You might not recognise this composition, but it's the newest piece that's been written by Salisbury Cathedral's Director of Music, David Halls. It's called English Requiem and has taken David 3 years to complete. It's now ready for its debut on Thursday the 2nd of November at the All Souls service.
I'd been thinking for some years that I wanted to write a requiem, which is basically a mass for the dead. And I had lots of ideas in my head, but I've got quite a busy life at the moment, so it's taken me some time for it to emerge. That's not to say I haven't written other pieces at the same time. I've written other pieces for organ and choir, but this one took rather longer to come out. So I took my time on it, and finally it's actually in print now. It's been published, so it is what it is.
As the name suggests, English Requiem is sung in the English language, which is in contrast to the majority of requiems that are performed and written in Latin. The lyrics explore death and life after death, incorporating psalms and texts that have been passed down throughout the centuries.
I did want to write it in English. A lot of composers have written it in Latin, which is a wonderful language to sing in. But I just felt that we do a lot of work in English here. And something about it that made me want it to be really accessible to the people who are firstly singing it and secondly listening to it.
Having worked and performed in the cathedral for many years, David has written English Requiem specifically with Salisbury Cathedral in mind.
You know, there are certain chords which I'm convinced sound better than others in the cathedral acoustic. Now, of course, I can't prove that, but there are certain ones which occur in this piece, actually. I can't name them, but they are there, which use the particular harmonics and resonances of this building to maximum effect. So I have tried to, I've always imagined when I finished writing a page of this, that I'd be in the cathedral and what would happen next in the music. It took me always on to the next stage in a rather nice way. It's just because I'm so familiar with this wonderful building.
The piece is being performed by the Cathedral Boys and Girls Choirs as well as 9 adult choristers. It will then be sung again in a Remembrance Tide Choral Foundation concert on the 9th of November.
I am very proud that the choir is singing well at the moment, and they are singing it as I would want it to be sung. But there are no surprises in the music. You know, I know what's there because I wrote every single note of it. So I'm looking forward to it very much, and I hope it makes some impact. I'm glad that I've written it.
Kara Digby, That's TV.